Caribbean insight really is dynamite. Caribbean insight really super was spite. Caribbean insight enjoy day or night. Caribbean insight really is dynamite.
My slave name is Fred Mitchell. My spiritual name is Olu Sino Amono Ifayomi. My stage name or sobriquet is Mighty Composer.
Here's a man, he has been 5 times in the finals of the Calypso. He never made monarch. This man is a composer for days. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to put your hands together and bring on stage Fred Mitchell, the composer.
Them young girl should pull up the socks and prevent their marriage from going on the rocks. Every young married woman should pull up she socks, prevent she marriage from going on the rocks. Parents training their daughters nowadays to do so many different things in so much different kind of ways. But the most important thing they leaving out yet is the only type of training these poor girls don't get. I say to tell them to forget these curlers in the hair, this relaxing they going on with from year to year. Shampoo and spray 3-4 times a day, that ain't putting them no way. Tell them don't worry with no kind of paste, lipstick or cream or no powder base. Is not the beauty of the face, but it is sweetness in the waist that does keep the man in the place. So many years they trying to find out the source that is increasing the present rate of divorce. Woman bawling how the husband leaving them home and for no reason going out and roam, but for a man to stay home as a young infant. The wife must be a giant in waist talent. So I say is to take them girl by the group and let her go and practice with hula hoop. I say to tell them, don't worry with them tight clothes, how they putting it on, only heaven knows. Pom-pom pants with the fancy lace, that ain't putting them no place. Tell them, don't worry to play there is ace in dressing and cooking, and how the food tastes is not the beauty of the face, but is the movement of the waist that does keep the man in the place. Another thing that is making big humbug, some of them woman just like a hog. When they ain't snapping at the husband like a bad bulldog, in the night they lay down like a log. A man can't take this thing every day and night. So it bound to end up in fight. Well, when you hear the shout, he rather do it out. Bust up all she mouth and he gone some way down in south. I say to tell them, don't worry to take no advice from the neighbors on how to treat him nice, or write into the papers, tell me your problem, for the secret to hold on to men. Tell them not to put no stay home in the food, and when he come home, rush up and calling him dude. The secret of the case is the way you move the waist while you have the man up in space. So anytime you find your husband looking ignorant, it's time to try out the waste talent. If you don't believe me, you could ask any male. That's a thing that does never fail. Do like me, girl, that I had one time. When I tell she I go leave and break up the line, well, that was the trick the girl put on me. And up to now, she still have me back. Because she took me on the bed and then she started rubbing my head. Then she lied on me, just as if she dead. Then she asked me for some tea to me taste. Well, it's now I swell up my face. But then she applied the talent in the waist. She didn't make no race, she didn't make no haste. Up and down and around, and then she pushed me up in space, mama, yo, and that was okay.
I am the only Calypsonian who has the distinction of reaching the finals in his first attempt at competing and placing.
Bring him on with a lusty round of applause. The composer, all the way from TNT Brooklyn, show some love.
For more protection and better relation, police launched a week of crime prevention. For better relation and more police protection, composer will now add his contribution. Changing police force to police service was good sense and good business. But since that was the gist, well, now listen to this. You should change the names inside the service. For imagine being held by Constable Cross, held by Constable Wilberforce. They take you to Superintendent Heller. These names alone make you feel his pressure. You already know you ain't commit murder. They mistaken you for a next fella, but you feel you're dead already when you hear about Corporal Graves and Sergeant Berry. In my opinion, for better relation, send proper names on investigation. If it's a badgeon beating up the city, send decent names to pacify he. Like Corporals Go Cool, Coleman, Fairly. These names will make him come peacefully. Instead of that, you send in Rowley, Coffee, Armstrong, Rock, Lashley. What would be that man position? At the station, if they change him from hand to hand, from Coffee to Lashley, and then McGruff to Constable Felix on the handcuff. And now they leave that man to suffer, buckled down by Sergeant Holder in a corner with two officers, one named Sherwood, the next one Buller. Quite recently, a man named Boise was accused of stealing money. A police party went and arrested him and claimed they never get no money. Was Corporal Eli, Constable Sukai, Officers Crook, Albert and Jerry. Hearing these names get him jittery. Boise feel he done in jail already. Well, is now Boise getting more bazudi? For here the names of the policemen on duty was Constable Smart, Ephraim and Wise, Officers Bramble, Mohead and Price, Balboza and Sharp, Leach and Robley. These men investigating money. Well, now I'm sure you're bound to agree These names sung in more guilty than Boise. These wrong names on investigation, thank you, causing most of this confusion. How could you send Chase or Corporal Mohes to direct in a traffic jam? To stop rioting, you send man warring, Sergeant Lynch to stop street fighting. These names only making bad matters worse, and that is the part you should straighten first. For on the papers last year was a paragraph where some thieves raid a bank and made a big draft. When police catch the thieves, they say they get half. I hear cow, 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 is God start to laugh. The next half of the money they can't find yet. But tell me what more you really expect when some names of the police in the dragnet is Lenny, Ransom, Half Hide, and Misset.
Process of my career, I have been fortunate to be first runner-up in 4 national competitions.
Well, a Baptist preacher living peacefully with 4 little children in Lavante. A Baptist test living peacefully with 4 little children in Lavante. His job was selling sweepstake. So one evening he rose up some bake, wake up in the night, find a bake missing. So he wake up the children inquiring. He said, Jonah!
Yes, sir.
You thief a bake here? One gone, one gone. When the power fly up in the old man head, he snatch a bet and nearly kill the poor children dead. What? Well, I live in next door, look a trembling. So I run by me neighbor and I start bawling. Good Lord, neighbor Wimberly, I beg you to have mercy. That didn't help the situation. With this ignorant man, he beat them like he thought he was beating a snake, just because he was short of a Johnny Bake. He said, Friday!
Yes, God.
You thief a bake here?
No, God.
One gone. One gone. When the power fly up in the old man head, he snatch a bet and nearly kill the poor children dead. What? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters. The way how you train your children could make them intelligent. You could stop them from coming, delinquent or violent. But some bound to come out stupid, dotish and ignorant. But listen how some of you parents just talk to your own infants. Do. Sugar pion. Mami nice say. Wat u want? Tunkas. Tunkulung. Tinka. Ami kishu. A child depends on his parents to teach him some common sense. But when the parent talks so much nonsense, he only learns disobedience. They make the child a stupidity from the time he's a young baby. And when he grow a little and start to run around the house, this is how they just talk to him. Rupert! Go and play! Go outside! Go in the corner! Your father ain't give me a blasted cent. Tomorrow I have to pay the damn rent. And you only worrying up me. Look, child, look, don't make me open up. Look. Check on them other people, how they train their children from small. When they take up a little infant, you wouldn't hear such nonsense at all. You could stop on the side and notice they never talk such damn stupidness, but they would flash a big smile without getting vile and talk to the child like this. Hello, young fellow. How are you? What's your name? Where's your daddy? But my people, tiku. Yaffin. Take the babolosh. I'm appealing to you, my people, to them kind of parents is whom I plead. Show your children some good example every day in thought, word, and deed. They checking on your behavior, and if they should follow your lead, is another black hen chicken, an next common breed, to eat the bread that the devil need. Not tunkans. Mami nice, I kyain. Mami nice, I hungry. Oh, punkanani. Oh, Rupert! Look, child, look. Rupert, look, child, don't get me on the wrong side this one. Rupert, don't get me on the wrong side this one. Rupert, pass your mother!
Composer!
Share, like, subscribe, and contribute.
Veteran Calypsonian Fred Mitchell, mighty composer, died. Mighty composer, aged 83, had been hospitalized for the past 2 weeks with a heart condition and other health issues. His calypsos were popular in the 1960s and 70s. He offered his hits such as Worker's Lament, Supposing True or Lie, Black Fallacy, and Child Training. As a pioneer, he was a foundation member of the first Calypsonians Association in Trinidad and Tobago and was a founding member of TUCO. Composer was awarded the Hummingbird silver medal at the 2018 National Awards for his contribution to culture and music.
Composer, I'll always remember jumping when a steel band pass, playing mass, fiery, sugary, they were never ever won for class. Composer and superior, wherever you are, compare just for you, weak but real fight.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters.
I'll catch you at the next pit stop.